you go. What are you showing me? His head. Come on.
Anyway, I'm not gonna be a detractor. My son's very good at it. I hope he does keep detracting. We're not gonna stream together every day. We'll talk to you guys about that later. Almost a month ago now, begging for Keemstar to let me out of my contract. It was very important for me to leave on good terms. Very important to me. And the reason it was so important is because at the end of the day, I will never say a foul word about Tina, Albert, anyone in that family, Mike. I'm gonna draw the line, and Cat Lady, obviously. I'm gonna draw the line there. I was gonna put Keem in there, but I will say the reason it was important is because I have the utmost respect for Keem. Truly,
he built a career off of monetizing other people.
You're right. It's a business model to get the dents and wait for the checks to come in. Yeah, I get it. I get what we're doing over there. But look, what I want to do, I couldn't do in the LCU. I want the wholesome, fun content to react to the
Guess what? Whenever you made my mom cry, the gloves are off. I'm done being respectful. I tried being respectful, Keem. We remember how that worked out. You told me to be disrespectful. You'll get what you want now, buddy.
Yep. No, Scooter and I have talked about this. I will be honest. I will be talking today, and I would like to end it here for me. He is much better at talking drama. When I talk drama, we know what happens. I go half-cocked. I'm goofy. I don't hear the whole story. You know, I'm messy. So it's better for him to do that because he's very good at it.
Okay, so you see, I gotta learn. I gotta get back in Wrangler mode because you're just all over the place right now. Fupa's been in the running for Queens for like a month now.
Ever since I first said. So when it got to the point that I was crying on Chubby, begging to be let out of the contract that I signed, I had already been talking to them a week prior about it. This is something that I have not been happy since Aaron and Cat Lady. I gotta give them credit for making me realize my worth. I don't have to be talked down to. I don't have to be called a fucking creatively bankrupt idiot. I don't have to be called an idiot, period. I don't have to be told that everybody hates me when they don't.
And it's always hard whenever you hear your boss, whenever you can show the proof that people enjoy it, says, oh no, it kind of sucks. You need to do something different. You need to go do. That's how we ended up with the new bus. We'll just say that.
I'm excited with Queens. I was excited to hear that it takes two people to replace one, and they're getting each half of what I got paid. That's so sad. So we get back. I hear Keem talking about how horrible Queens was and how we didn't thank anyone and how we destroyed shit and this and that and everyone else that destroyed shit. By the way, for that $20,000, have y'all seen any other pictures aside from the dented chairs? Because I haven't. Look, I know how to mark things up. Figure he said 17,000, so there was probably about 11,000 maybe
Keem's
max.
very good at juicing the numbers.
Of course you're going to juice the numbers. Why wouldn't you? You're an entertainer, right? That's what we do. We push the boundaries. Blaming that shit on Tina was disgusting. And then to never give a formal apology. And then to say, oh, all these streamers live like Tina. Always dogging on fucking Tina. No wonder she's such a hateful bitch to some of y'all. But look, I'm not going to talk shit about Tina. I know Tina's going to go with the win and she's going to preserve herself. Well, when I showed up to Fat Camp, I really did have a change of heart when I was there. Hand before God, nobody has to believe me. But there was something about the camaraderie, the fact that I saw Keem being a real person, not an asshole all the time.
I'm sorry, was that not the... So are we just making excuses for why there wasn't enough equipment? I mean, apparently Keem's got tens of millions of dollars and he couldn't buy an extra camera?
Oh, I don't know. They wanted kegs of beers, they wanted all this other stuff, but guess who would have had to pay for it? Hello? Sure, I would have gotten repaid. We see how well that worked with the dunk tank. I'm not an idiot. You don't put your own money out there. That is crazy. I'm trying to move. I don't have money like that. I have 2 months worth of Queens. Okay, yeah, that's great money. But holy shit, you want me to pay for shit for a live event and then we'll get the accountant to pay us back when... It's like, nah, that's
120 super chatted $5. Scooter and Gidgy, can I be customer number 420? They aren't bad people, they just do bad things to other people.
They're not bad people, they just do bad things to other people. They're not bad people.
Yeah, no, I'll agree with that. I will agree with that.
You know what they're saying?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, alright.
I know.
Alright, so you have your... So the first week goes great. What happens during the second week?
That was the fourth night we were there. And I went and laid in bed that night and I'm like, wow. You know, these are good people. This is really like a family. We're going to accept each other because we're all a bunch of fucking idiots. We've all done horrific things in our past. From Keemstar all the way down to fucking Kalo. I miss so many people over there.
Oh, stop crying. Stop crying. Stop crying.
It hurts.
I know. It's hard. It's hard. Trust me. And there's a lot of people, they want you to honk. Oh, God. No.
No,
stop. I'm fine. So, the next day, we found out we weren't going to be able to do some of the streams that we had planned. And it was like, well, shit, what do we do? And Mike, Tina, and I, we all could have pulled our heads out of our ass and come up with something probably, but Mike was being pulled 20 different directions, okay? So then it's Tina and me. Tina's sick as a fucking dog. She can't eat. She can't do anything outside. She is literally recovering from... so many ailments I don't even want to talk about. As a matter of fact, it doesn't matter, but she was treating other ailments that you all don't even know. Earaches that day, and we can sit at the table. And I'm being facetious, but I could have stepped up. I didn't. I own that part of it, but what I don't own is Keem saying that Queens was a failure at Fat Camp, because we weren't. Because I spent a lot of fucking time in that just room, and he gave me the flowers for that, but he also told me to quit fucking talking to the chat when they're not donating. You heard Boogie tell me. You heard Keem tell me.
Yeah, that's what they say.
I hate that. I don't care. Look, I want to make money streaming. I will not lie and say, obviously.
It's turned into over there. If you watch the LC, you know it's give me money, give me money, give me money, then I'll do something. Give me money, then I'll do something. And you're not doing it for the love of the game anymore. And to be honest, if you're going to put on entertaining streams, entertaining YouTube videos, whatever, you have to love what you're doing. You have to love people that watch you. And you have to just want to do it for them. You know, it's not just about the money.
Well, and there has to be substance, right?
Yeah.
There has to be something that people want to come back and see day after day. Keem says you have to put on a show. I don't want to put on a show to the point that it's, I need you to pay me for me to do this.
We talked about that a little bit yesterday.
We've got a month's worth of things planned, not in perfect, but we've talked about show happy things. So when we found out we couldn't do things, it quickly evolved into, I think 2 days later, we had the big blowout on Queens where Mike lost it. Tina lost it, but she said she didn't. Maybe she didn't. Maybe she was fine. She was so sick. I will take all the heat for Tina at Fat Camp because she went through hell there. She really fucking did. But I just saw our show and I felt like, well, wait a minute, what's happening? Live is getting all this, and look, it should be about Live. They're paying the fucking bill.
It used to be about putting on an entertaining show every day in the LCU. Then, you know, the whole report card thing, and then it's like, okay, if you have one bad day, you're gonna hear about it. And it's like, you know, it becomes this whole thing where it's no longer about having fun and doing what you love doing. It's what's the best way I can milk the udders and get as much money as I can. That's what ruined it for me. Is it just stopped being fun? Not to mention the
well, then Glammy came, and you know, I struggle with mental health. I've been in a very dark place in my life. Glammy is definitely suffering with mental health. It's not drugs. I spent too much time with this woman. I'm gonna try and launch my career on the back of the LCU. Well, I've been doing the LCU for the past 10 months of my life, 11 months of my life, so I don't know how I couldn't say that I'm launching a career on the back of the LCU.
Well,
right? I mean,
well, no, but
now I don't want to be a detractor of the LCU. My son's much better at that.
Well, no, but like, here's the thing with that statement is, you know, would that be a normal thing in any other streaming environment, you know? Because people can watch both. I have people that watch the LCU, never watch my streams live, but they still watch the VODs, and they support in other ways. You know, you can watch both.
It just started feeling messy. Messy is the best word I can use. You know, Live didn't have a plan every day. Every day they had to sit down and plan something. We had 12 days written down to go to Fad Camp with. Mike had no idea we weren't going to be able to use the same equipment. I assure you, you all saw that. Had we have known that in order to do IRLs, we would need our own equipment, we would have made that concession. It just, every day they were scrambling, trying to put, or not scrambling, they were putting something together, right? And it just really bothered me because we had real plans. And so then the thing with the date, right? You know, okay, the first guy leaves, second guy leaves. Gidgy's like, well, fuck, nobody wants to go out with me. I'm like, Mike, step it up, get someone, force them to go out with me.
Should have made Mike go with you.
Yeah, exactly. Well, he already had to go because he owes it for Tina. You know, but look, here's the deal. We didn't do things. Boogie still owes a tattoo from 3 months ago nobody talks about. When the last racist arc happened, remember he was supposed to get a tattoo? That's where we fucked up, and we own that. And Queens did own it, but there were lots of shows that did not complete their goals. So when this started happening and I started seeing that, you know, this sucks, man. We are going to go back worse than we were when we started. We promised all these things we thought we could do. We thought we could do a slumber party. Yeah. Like, how hard is that to just, you know, but it's not the same. They wanted the Tina and Gidgy aspect, and, you know, you can't get that when Tina is literally dying over there. So it put a bad taste in my mouth. And then when Keem came back and was bitching about it, I'm like, you know what? I really need to talk to him because this is not working for me. I was at the point, I would never give up Rebel. And I know that was a soft spot with a lot of people that I had 2 shows. Me and Mike both knew I was done. They did. They knew I was done. And then when the thing happened on Easter Sunday, and we all know that Mike's the one that called Scooter in. I mean, we all know that. Everyone that saw the video, people don't talk about it, and I get why they don't. Blame it on me. That's fine. But it was Easter Sunday. We were supposed to go live for 2 hours, like Keem says. You know, I don't want to divorce. Here's the deal, Keem. I'm not divorcing my kid. I'm divorcing you. You're the one that took him on as your daddy, right? You were his daddy. So I'm divorcing you, Keem. I won the kid for the 2nd time in a divorce, bitch. I came out ahead. Again, bitch. Which I do call Keem a bitch for the attitude he's taken with me.
Oh, absolutely.
It's a total bitch attitude.
In the LCU, hangout streams were banned. You could not do them. And then he saw how much money Albert and I made every single weekend when we did hangout streams. And he's like, oh, hangout streams are back on the menu. And then they became an issue again once people stopped making money with them. All he really cares about, he doesn't actually care. Whenever he says content's gotten stale or something like that, the content didn't get stale. You're not putting enough money in his pocket. That's what he gets upset about.
We don't even get paid ad revenue, do we? In the LCU, I don't think we even get paid ad revenue. That all goes.
35 super chatted.
Didn't realize it. And this is when I realized it's time to walk away. My son is the only living human being that I have that I give a shit about in my family. Doesn't matter the rest of it. I love the rest of my family. They're amazing.
So you come up and like, yeah, it shouldn't have really been a big deal. And it should
I
also
still don't understand
out.
that. Can anyone, I don't think he's actually answered why I can't be. Keem, I would like you. I don't want to talk about the LCU anymore, and I'll let Matthew respond to this, but I would like to know, what is the business problem of me, while I'm employed in the LCU, being on my son's stream if we're not discussing the LCU at all? We were talking about fucking dipshit Sam and his flat earth shit.
Well, it's exactly what Zenobia just said. Jaffe and others, many others, are featured on other streams and such. It's a double standard.
Well, and why is it, and I hate bringing Savage's name up, but I'm going to, why is it Savage can donate, but my son gets, banned from donating?
Hey, I don't have to make any more alt accounts.
Why is that? It is so obvious that it's rules for thee and not for everyone else, and that's cool. But you have to live with that, Keem.
LolCowLive is dead. You may as well put a bullet inside my head. I don't know what the fuck to do without Keemstar. There's no show for you. It's the Boogie Show, and it fucking sucks. And I wish I could fucking duck under my desk and hide from you, because without Keem, we're fucking screwed. Yeah.